My fiance's single friends kept saying, "You're too young to be this boring. Have some fun without him." She laughed. Maybe they're right. I overheard everything. At dinner, I said, "I'm boring." She backtracked. "I was joking." I replied, "So am I when I say, find fun as a single woman." Her shocked. "You're serious?" Got my response. Original post. I, 29 male, proposed to my fiancée, 27, 6 months ago. We'd been together for 4 years, and honestly, I thought we were solid. We had our routines, sure. Sunday brunches, Netflix nights, farmer's market on Saturdays. Was it exciting? Maybe not Hollywood exciting, but it was our life, and I loved it. Then her college roommate moved back to town 3 months ago. Let's call her best friend, since she reminded everyone constantly that's what she was. Single, mid-breakup number 5, and apparently on a mission to make everyone as miserable as she was. My fiancé started going out more. Girls' nights every Thursday. Brunch without me on Sundays. Late nights at wine bars. I didn't mind initially. She deserved time with friends. But the vibe changed. 2 weeks ago, I came home early from a work thing. My fiancée and 3 of her friends were in our living room. Wine bottles everywhere. I heard them before I opened the door. Best friend's voice. "Girl, you're 27. You're about to lock yourself down forever with Mr. Routine over there. When's the last time you did something spontaneous?" Another friend, right? Like, no offense, but your life is basically an elderly couple's retirement plan. Early dinners, PBS documentaries, bed by 10. They all laughed, including my fiancé. My fiancé, I mean, he is pretty predictable. Best friend, predictable? "Babe, you're too young to be this boring. Have some fun without him. Go dancing, flirt a little, remind yourself you're hot." My fiancé, and I'll never forget this, "Maybe you're right." More laughter. I stood outside our door for maybe 30 seconds, then went back downstairs to my car. Sat there processing. The woman I was planning to spend my life with just agreed with her friends that I was boring, that her life was boring, that she should have fun without me. I drove around for 2 hours, grabbed food, came back when I knew they'd be gone. She was in pajamas watching TV. "Hey, babe, how was the work thing?" "Good," I said. "How was girls' night?" "Fun. We just drank wine and talked nonsense." Nonsense, right? I went to bed without saying much. She didn't notice. The next few days, I watched her differently. She was on her phone constantly, smiling at texts. Made plans for another girls' night. Started talking about wanting to go to clubs, try new restaurants downtown, take a girls' trip to Vegas. "We should do that together," I suggested once. "Oh, babe, you'd hate it. Too loud, too crowded." You know you. She was creating a version of me that fit her narrative. The boring boyfriend holding her back. Friday night, I made reservations at this Italian place she'd been wanting to try. Nice spot, good food, quiet enough to talk. Halfway through dinner, after 2 glasses of wine, she started, "So, my friend were thinking we should do something big for my bachelorette party." "Like really big?" "Yeah? What were you thinking?" "Vegas. 3 nights. Just the girls." Best friend found this club package deal. Sound expensive. I mean, yeah, but YOLO, right? We're only young once. YOLO. She'd never said YOLO in 4 years. "Your friends really have you thinking differently lately," I said casually. She blinked. "What do you mean? Just seems like you're not happy with our life anymore." "That's not true. I love our life." "Do you?" "Because I overheard your girls' night last week." Her face went pale. What did you hear?" "Enough. The part where they called me boring, called our life boring, and you agreed." "Babe, no. That wasn't. We were just joking around. Girl talk. Was it a joke when you said, 'Maybe you're right about having fun without me'?" She reached for my hand. I pulled back. "Okay, look, they were being dramatic. But, I don't know, sometimes I do feel like we're living like we're 40 when we're in our 20s. Is that so wrong? So I'm boring." "I didn't say that. You literally did. To your friends. In our apartment. I was tipsy. They were goading me. You know how best friend gets. And you went right along with it." The waiter came by. We both went silent. Ordered dessert we wouldn't eat. When he left, she tried again. "Babe, I'm sorry if it came across wrong. But relationships need honesty, right? Maybe we could spice things up a bit." Go out more, be more spontaneous. Is that what you want? Spontaneous? I mean, yeah, sometimes. I nodded slowly. Okay, here's some spontaneity for you. Her face lit up. Really? I'm boring. You need fun. So find it. As a single woman. The light died. What? I'm breaking off our engagement. Wait, what? Are you serious right now? Very. Over one comment I made while drunk with my friends. Over you agreeing that I'm holding you back from having fun. Over you wanting to live a different life than the one we built. Over you respecting your single friend's opinions about our relationship more than you respect the relationship itself. That's insane. I love you. I want to marry you. You want to marry boring, predictable me who keeps you from having fun? I didn't mean it like that. Then how did you mean it? Silence. I'm going to pay the bill. You should call best friend for a ride. I'm sure she'll tell you this is the best thing that ever happened to you. You're being ridiculous. We can talk about this. We just did. I flagged the waiter, paid, and left. She sat there staring like she couldn't process that I'd actually done it. My phone started blowing up before I even got to my car. Update 1, 3 days later. So that dinner was Friday. It's now Monday, and things have escalated exactly how you'd expect. Friday night, 23 calls, 89 texts. Started with apologies, moved to anger, ended with you're throwing away 4 years over nothing. I replied once, you're free to have all the fun you want now. Good luck. Saturday morning, she showed up at our apartment. Yeah, we lived together, my lease, my furniture, she moved in year 2. I'd stayed at my buddy's place Friday night, specifically to avoid this. She used her key, texted me. We need to talk. Come home. Me. That's my apartment. You need to leave. Her. I live here. Me. Did you sign a lease? Her. Are you seriously going to be like this? Me. I'm serious about you leaving. We're done. Pack your stuff. She called. I didn't answer. She called from best friend's phone. Didn't answer that either. Saturday afternoon, my buddy and I went to the apartment. She was there with best friend and another friend. Best friend immediately started. This is so messed up. You're kicking her out over a joke. Wasn't asking for your input, I said to her, then looked at my now ex-fiancée. You have until Thursday to get your things out. That's 3 days. Yeah, should be enough time between all your fun plans. Best friend, you're being petty and controlling. This is financial abuse. I actually laughed. Financial abuse? She doesn't pay rent. Her name's not on the lease. She's not entitled to live in my apartment because we were engaged. Ex-fiancé started crying. Babe, please. Can we just talk? Alone. We talked. You made your feelings clear. I made my decision. Thursday, her friend chimed in. Where's she supposed to go? Not my problem. Maybe best friend's couch? She seems invested. Best friend's face went red. You're an asshole, and you're a terrible friend who's been sabotaging my relationship for 3 months. So we're even. Left them there. Heard them calling me every name in the book as I walked out. Sunday, the group chat started. Somehow, I got added to a group text with her friends explaining why I was the villain. Muted it, but couldn't help reading some gems. He's always been controlling. She dodged a bullet. Imagine marrying someone who dumps you over nothing. Small dick energy for real. Cool. I screenshot everything and saved it. Might need it later. Sunday night. She tried a different approach. Texted, I talked to my parents. They think we should do couples counseling. Work through this like adults. Me. Adults don't need their parents' advice on their relationships. And there's nothing to work through. You wanted freedom. You got it. Her. I never said I wanted freedom. I just wanted us to have more fun together. Me. By having fun without me first, according to your friend's advice that you agreed with. Her, one comment. Me, one comment that showed me exactly how you really feel. Thursday, don't make me get the landlord involved. Monday, today I got a call from my former future mother-in-law. You need to reconsider this. She made a mistake. She's sorry. And you're being cruel. Did she tell you what she said? She said her friend were joking and you overreacted. Her friends told her to have fun without me because I'm boring, and she agreed. That's not a joke. Young people say stupid things. You're throwing away a future over nothing. I'm not throwing anything away. She did that when she disrespected our relationship to impress her single friends. She loves you. Then she should have thought about that before. Click. My buddy asked me yesterday if I was sure about this. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not spending my life with someone who views me as an obstacle to fun, who needs her friend's validation more than our relationship. The ring's going back to the jeweler tomorrow. They have a 60-day return policy. Gonna lose about $400 on the restocking fee, but honestly, cheap price for clarity. I know some people will think I'm overreacting. But here's the thing, it wasn't just the comment. It was how quickly she agreed. How easily she threw me under the bus for approval. How she's been pulling away for weeks because best friend convinced her settling down equals settling. Thursday can't come fast enough. I want my apartment and my life back. Update 2, 1 week later. Thursday came and went. Let me fill you in on the circus that's been my life. Wednesday night, I came home to find she'd taken some of her clothes but left most of her stuff. Texted her, tomorrow's the deadline. Everything needs to be out. Her, I need more time. Me, you've had 5 days. Her, I can't find a place that fast. Me, best friend's couch exists. We're your parents' place. Thursday at 8 p.m., I'm changing the locks. Her, you can't do that. Actually, I could. Talk to my landlord. She wasn't on the lease. I gave written notice via text, time-stamped, totally legal. Thursday, 3 p.m. She showed up with her parents, best friend, and a U-Haul. Her dad tried the man-to-man thing. Son, let's talk about this reasonably. I'm not your son, and there's nothing to discuss. She's getting her belongings, that's it. You're making a mistake. She loves you. She loves the idea of me. The reality of me is too boring for a friend group. Best friend couldn't help herself. Oh my God, you're still on that? She apologized. I don't care. We're done. Load the truck. Her mom kept trying to give me the guilt trip about all the wedding planning they'd done, the venue deposit that I paid, by the way, the save the dates they'd ordered without asking me first. We lose the $2,000 venue deposit because of you. You lose it because your daughter doesn't know how to keep her opinions about our relationship between us instead of using it for entertainment with her friends. My ex was crying, moving boxes, while her friends gave me death stares. Took them 3 hours. I supervised the whole thing, made sure they didn't take anything that was mine. As they were loading the last boxes, my ex tried one more time. I can't believe you're really doing this. I can't believe you thought I'd stick around after that. It was one time. How many times did you go out with them after that and not tell me what they said? How many times did you laugh along with them calling me boring? She went quiet. Yeah, that's what I thought. Best friend, you know what? You are boring. She deserves someone who actually wants to live. And you're a miserable person who can't stand seeing your friends happy, so you tear down their relationships. Have a life you deserve. They left. I changed the locks at 8:03 p.m. Locksmith was already scheduled. Friday. My phone was blowing up, but not from her. From mutual friends. Apparently, she'd posted on social media about the breakup. Didn't name me, but made it very clear. When you realize someone doesn't appreciate you for wanting to live life and have experiences. Grateful for friends who remind me I deserve better. The comments were predictable. Her friends backing her up, talking about red flags and controlling behavior. But then something interesting happened. A few people who actually knew us started commenting, asking questions. Wait, didn't he plan that surprise trip for your birthday? Isn't he the one who supported you through grad school? One of my friends straight up commented, funny how you leave out the part about calling him boring to your friends and agreeing you should have fun without him. She deleted that comment in minutes. But people saw it. Saturday, her dad called. Different tone this time. I talked to her more. Got the full story. Still think you overreacted, but I understand where you're coming from. Okay. The venue wants to know about the deposit. It's non-refundable, but we can transfer it to another couple or another date within a year. I don't want it. Do whatever you want with it. You paid for half. Consider it a breakup fee. I'm done. She's really torn up about this. She should have thought about that. Sunday, best friend posted a long story on social media about toxic masculinity and men who can't handle strong women having opinions. I didn't respond. Didn't need to. But my buddy screenshot it and sent it to me with this chick is unhinged. Yeah, she is. And she almost ruined my relationship completely before I saw it happening. Monday, Today got a text from my ex from a number I didn't recognize. I get it now. You're right. My friends were toxic. Best friends been sabotaging every relationship I've had. I see it now. Can we try again? I'll cut them off. Please. I stared at that text for a long time. Part of me wanted to believe her. For years is a long time. But then I remembered her laughing, agreeing, not defending me or our relationship. Me, I'm glad you see it. But no, we're done. Move forward. Her, please. I love you. I'll prove it. Me, you had 4 years to prove it. Good luck with everything. Blocked the number. My buddy asked if I felt relieved or sad. Honestly, both. I loved her. Maybe still do a little. But I love myself more than I'm willing to be someone's boring placeholder. The apartment feels empty, but it's mine again. I'm sleeping better than I have in months. No more wondering if she's comparing me to some fantasy life her friends painted. Weddings canceled. Gifts that came early got returned. There weren't many, thankfully. My family's been supportive once I explained everything. Her family's probably still pissed, but that's their problem. I know people might think I moved too fast, didn't give her enough chances. But when someone shows you how they really feel, when the mask slips, you gotta pay attention. She wanted fun and spontaneity? Well, breaking up via dinner confrontation is pretty spontaneous. Hope it was exciting enough. Update 3, 3 weeks later. Final update, because this situation has officially reached levels of absurd I didn't think possible. Week 2 post-breakup was quiet. Too quiet, honestly. Should have known something was coming. Then last Monday happened. I got a call from my landlord. Hey, so someone claiming to be your fiancée called about adding her name to the lease? My ex-fiancée. We broke up. She hasn't lived here for 2 weeks. That's what I figured. Just wanted to verify. She was pretty insistent that there was a misunderstanding and she needed back in. There's no misunderstanding. She's not on the lease, never was and won't be. Got it. She also asked for your forwarding address. What forwarding address? I still live here. That's when I realized she was trying to figure out if I'd moved. Why would you need to know that? Put a pin in that thought. Tuesday. I came home from work to find a note taped to my door. Not from her. For best friend. We need to talk about the stuff you stole from her. Call me, or I'm calling the cops. Stole? I didn't take anything that wasn't mine. I documented the entire move out with photos. I texted her from the number on the note. I didn't steal anything. She took all her belongings. Don't contact me again. Best friend. The TV was half hers. The TV that I bought 3 years ago, before she moved in. That TV. Me. No, it wasn't. Don't contact me again. Best friend. And the furniture in the bedroom. The furniture that came with my apartment from my parents? Sure. Me, nope. Last warning. Don't contact me. Wednesday. My ex showed up at my workplace. Security calmed me down. She looked terrible. Like she hadn't slept in days. We need to talk. No, we don't. You need to leave. You won't answer my calls. Because I blocked you. That's intentional. I'm not leaving until you talk to me. Security guard shifted uncomfortably. Sir, you know this person? My ex-fiancée. We broke up 3 weeks ago. She's not welcome here. My ex started crying. Full meltdown. How can you be so cold? After everything we had. You made your choice when you agreed with your friends that I was boring and you should have fun without me. I made mine when I ended it. We're done. I was wrong. I told you I see it now. Seeing it doesn't undo it. You need to leave. Security escorted her out. She was screaming about how I ruined her life and doesn't even care. Thursday, her mother called my mother. Big mistake. My mom doesn't play. She called me after, so her mother thinks you're being unreasonable and should take her back. And what did you say? I told her that her daughter disrespected you and your relationship, and that you deserve better than someone who needs validation from miserable single friends more than she values her partner. God, I love my mom. Her mother said they've already told family about the wedding. That's their problem. They shouldn't have told people before asking me about sending announcements. That's what I said. She hung up on me. Friday, the actual finale. I got a letter from a lawyer. My ex was demanding $3,000 for her contribution to household expenses over the past year. Half the value of the furniture that wasn't hers. Her half of the venue deposit back that I explicitly told her father to keep. Emotional damages of $5,000 for wrongful termination of engagement. I read it twice to make sure I wasn't hallucinating. Saturday morning, I called my cousin who's a lawyer. Sent her the letter. She called back laughing. This is the dumbest demand letter I've ever seen. Who's her lawyer? I checked the letterhead. It was best friend's uncle who apparently does small claims cases. She has no case. You weren't married. She wasn't on a lease. You gave proper notice for her to leave. And wrongful termination of engagement isn't a thing unless there's a breach of promise claim, which doesn't exist in our state anymore. So what do? I'll send a response. Pro bono, because this is hilarious. We'll tell them to pound sand legally. My cousin's response letter was beautiful. Basically said, my ex had no legal claim to the apartment or furniture. Her household contributions were her living expenses, not investments. I explicitly told her father to keep the venue deposit. Emotional damages for a breakup aren't legally recognized. Any further frivolous legal threats would result in counteraction for harassment. Sent it Friday afternoon. Yesterday, Sunday, my buddy forwarded me a post from best friend social media. Some people really think they can just throw away good people and face no consequences. Lawyers exist for a reason. Stay tuned. The comments were her echo chamber agreeing. But then someone commented, wait, isn't this about your friend who got dumped after calling her boyfriend boring to his face? Another, didn't she move in with him without paying rent for like a year? Best friend deleted both comments and made the post private. My ex hasn't reached out since the lawyer letter. I think reality finally hit that I'm serious, and she's got nothing. This morning, I got a text from a mutual friend who'd been quiet through all this. Hey man, just wanted to say I'm sorry. Didn't realize how bad her friend group was until I saw best friend's posts. You made the right call. She's been trash-talking you nonstop, but people are starting to see through it. That felt validating. So where am I now? Honestly, better than expected. The apartment feels like mine again. Rearranged some furniture, bought a new sound system with the money I would have spent on wedding stuff. Started going to the sports bar near my place for game nights. Met some cool people. My routine that was so boring. Turns out I like it. Sunday brunch with my parents, farmer's market, quiet evenings reading or watching what I want. There's peace in knowing I don't have to defend my lifestyle to anyone. Work's going well. Got a small promotion last week. More money, better projects. Wouldn't have had the headspace to interview for it if I'd still been dealing with the drama. Did I love her? Yeah. Do I miss parts of our relationship? Sometimes. But I don't miss feeling like I wasn't enough. Don't miss worrying that she was comparing me to some imaginary exciting life. Don't miss her friend's influence. The legal threat was empty. Haven't heard anything since my cousin's response. I think best friend's uncle probably told her she had no case once he actually reviewed it. My ex's social media went private. From what friends tell me, she's been posting vague sad quotes and getting attention from her echo chamber. Whatever helps her cope. Here's what I learned. When someone tells you who they are, believe them the first time. When they prioritize their friends' toxic opinions over your relationship, that's not a phase, that's a choice. I wasn't boring. Our life wasn't boring. She just got convinced by miserable people that stable and happy meant missing out. That's her loss to carry, not mine. The ring money's in my savings. The venue deposit was my donation to their family drama. The relationship is closed. I'm not bitter. Maybe a little sad about what could have been if she'd been stronger. But mostly I'm relieved I found out before the wedding, before kids, before I was legally tied to someone who didn't value what we had. To anyone going through something similar, your peace is worth more than someone else's validation. Don't shrink yourself to fit into someone else's narrative of who you should be. I'm good. Really actually good. The trash took itself out, and I'm living my boring life exactly how I want. Thanks for following this mess. Time to close this chapter for Real.